Check the time and adjust your dial. It's time for the GZ Chop Shop Podcast, the best podcast by gamers for gamers. Each week, we give you the rundown of all the happenings in the gaming world, news updates, reviews, and much more. We do all the research so you don't have to. And if you still want more after the show, we got you covered. Check out our website at thegzchopshop.com for all of our latest content. Now keep your ears locked because it's time for the GZ Chop Shop.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back.
God damn it, Yuli.
Yeah, well, as long as, the intro saves us because it's already there. It's already there. So I can't get mad at him. We passed the time marker with the intro.
If you guys don't know, before the podcast, we were talking about sponsorships, and I was an advocate for us getting sponsored by porn sites.
He stands alone. He stands alone.
I stand alone. I stand with the money.
He stands with the money, regardless of where it comes from, except drug dealers.
Exactly. Except drug dealers.
Can you do like an insignia for that? Like, sponsored by drug dealers.
Yeah, it's called a blank screen.
I was like, yeah, there would be zero content. That's how you know you're sponsored by drug dealers.
You got to put in fine print across the screen on the show.
Hey, how funny would it be if we get sponsored by Bad Dragon and Warner's has to be slapped by one of their like big ass dildos?
He says it, but they do kind of determine, like, they come at you with a proposal of like, hey, this is how we kind of want something presented. So if that was their thing, and they're like, we're going to give you $5,000 a month for Warner's to take a dildo to the
You
face.
would do it for $5,000 a month, right?
$5,000 a month, they can slap the fuck out of me with a dildo. They can use whatever small, medium, whatever XXXXL. Whatever
don't let them know they can use the XXXX.
I don't care. $5,000 a month, fire away.
So, well, I guess there you have it.
They can even spit on it first.
Wow. I was gonna say, leading off with the show, before we got too deep in, I just want everybody to know our conscience, the conscience of the show. She is not here today. She has some other stuff to take care of. So yeah, Kara's not with us, therefore that's why the show started the way it did. No coming back from that. But so yeah, if you guys were looking forward to Kara's Corner of Weird, unfortunately we will not have one this week. Hopefully she will be back next week. But we do have a nice little thing planned for you guys at the end, little conversation piece. So before we actually get into the main topics of the day,
can we talk about the camera angle too of Itachi?
Okay, they don't know. Okay, well, actually,
look,
no,
guys,
they will know.
I'm gonna mention this. Patreon gets the video, and if you don't know, the camera angle that Itachi has right now is Itachi's penis POV. It's what his dick sees when his dick looks up at Itachi.
Yuli, you think from this angle we could get a sponsorship, $5,000 a month, and he gets slapped in the face by a dildo from that angle?
Okay.
Yes.
Can I just explain? Okay.
Well, it'd be like, I'll take it. Like, oh, okay. Where's my $5,000?
I just got to explain. Okay, so the camera angle is stemming from some unforeseen technical difficulties. Okay, so I am actually running this podcast not through the computer, but through the phone, which unfortunately I don't have a setup. I'm not a vlogger. Okay, I don't have the fancy tripods and all that extra stuff for my phone to be sitting on. So it's sitting on top of my Rodecaster right now. So that is why we have this odd angle that I have to admit is a little bit.
Is that mic to your mouth?
It's actually not. There's space.
Look at it. Imagine like just a purple dragon dick right there, sponsored by Bad Dragon, in Itachi's face. He has to talk to it.
You know what? I'll make a deal. If there's anyone from Bad Dragon listening that they're willing to sponsor us, I will officially change my nickname to The Shaft.
Whoa!
Yes.
Calm down, man. Calm down.
Hold up. And the Shaft dildo imprint out there.
You have to wear a
Oh no! Nope. I'm gonna stop it right there. Stop it. No. No mushroom tattoos here. No. You know what?
Are we a gaming channel?
It's questionable. It's questionable. I'm pretty sure my friends listen to this. And it's like, what? Where's the
gaming? Right, you got to live 10, 15 minutes into it.
Hey, but people could relate. Last week, I think we talked about when Yuli kicked things off with ED. And one of my friends was like, yeah, I dealt with guys who had ED. so I'm just saying. Like,
yo, hey. they make there's a bunch of shit out there for ED. I mean, you guys are good. They got you covered.
Yeah.
And if not, Bad Dragon sponsor us. They have wearables.
No, and ED. Whatever. All right.
Carrying on. All right. You know what? Let's get into the main topic before we turn this podcast into something.
We still got about 10 minutes to talk about random shit. Oh, we hitting the main topic right now.
He really wants that sponsorship from Bad Dragon.
I really want that sponsorship from Bad Dragon.
We've been recording for 10 minutes.
No. You've been recording for 10 minutes. We just started about 6 minutes ago.
Yeah. Yuli. Oh gosh. Now Yuli's like, hey, I looked at our outline. We got 15 minutes.
Yeah. See, this is Itachi's problem. Actually, everybody's problem when it comes to me. If you give me ammo and you don't think it's ammo, it's like, this is just a pebble. I don't think you really can use it as a weapon. I'll find a slingshot. I'll fucking throw it at you guys.
You know, I do feel like somewhere down the line, after we've all forgotten, I'll look in my email one day and there'll be a random email from Bad Dragon. And I'm going to be like, oh no.
Yo, hold up. What if it's a good sponsorship? Like every episode we get $500, we mention their product.
I mean,
I'd want a little more than $500.
That's every episode though.
That's once a week I get $500.
Hey,
no.
I mean, in this current day and age,
no. Not good enough.
It's better than nothing. I'll take a little than nothing.
I mean,
especially with our broke asses.
And you got to think, like, for like a quick ad placement once a week, $500 for probably like 1 to 2 ad placements is not bad. That's actually really good. And if that's each week, that's actually really not a bad deal.
All right, but I'm not getting slapped by the dildo then.
No, they got to pay us $1,000 each week.
Yeah, the bar would have to be higher, at least $1,000 a week. That'd equal to $5,000 a month. I do feel, you know, my gut is telling me this conversation is going to come back to haunt me at the most random time.
Let's be honest though, I wouldn't mind having like some cannabis products sponsor us either.
I'm actually, well, here's the thing. How does that Yuli would be the only one who could run that ad because I don't smoke and Warner's vapes. Wow. And I think Kara vapes. So Yuli would be the only one able to run that ad.
just like rip a big old bong in front of the like entire podcast. Start it off.
XL, buy it now, nearest vape store.
Do you think? Well, here's a question. While we still got a little bit of time, if we got sponsored by anyone, by any cannabis company or Bad Dragon or anyone in the Bad Dragon business, do you think other companies would just like back away from us? Like, do you think we could ever approach like Pepsi or like Elgato?
Or Bounty? Pepsi, by the way. Fuck Pepsi.
No.
Bounty too.
No. We could use Bounty. You know, hey, after you use those Bad Dragon products and you need a quick cleanup.
Everything's a little wet somewhere. Quick cleanup.
Need a little quick cleanup.
Bounty.
Grab yourself some Bounty.
Yo, you know what? What about
any mess like you one of those throw at it?
Yeah, literally.
What's that online company that sells like ED products, like 4 Hims or something like that?
No, I know what he's talking about. I do remember they had like a little. They rose in popularity for a little bit, and then I think and then
they're still pretty popular.
Yeah, but they're on the hush hush popular.
They're not. No, they're not in the hush hush popular. I listen to like 3 podcasts that mention them all the time.
Oh shit! I guess they're still in that. But I remember they have like TV commercials.
Yes, they did. But it was like late night commercials, those late night ones.
Yeah, I remember they came out.
You'll remember those commercials? Like as soon as Adult Swim starts on Cartoon Network, you get the really weird commercials.
Oh, for real.
It'd be like, oh, do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? And I'm there like 9 years old, like, the fuck is that?
And it would be the worst when one of those commercials lined up right before Robot Chicken would start.
Oh my god!
So you get one of those commercials and roll right into Robot Chicken.
Yeah, you're already hyped, you're already confused, and then you're just about to get super hyped because Robot Chicken's about to blow your fucking. How great is Robot Chicken? Fuck everything we just been talking about. I just want to talk about Robot Chicken right now. How great was that show? Is this still going on?
I don't know. I thought they were just doing reruns. It should still be going on.
I think so too, but goddamn, that show was fucking hilarious. Simple, like those they're the first version of fucking Vines.
Because all their episodes are just skits thrown together,
like short skits just thrown together. My favorite one is the gummy bear one that's like running into the forest and then falls into every bear trap possible. All you hear is like, Lady, I'm just there laughing my ass. I'm like, fucking teddy bear.
Robot Chicken was literally Rick and Morty and Family Guy just together.
Just fucking give us short skits of funny shit happen, like that robot humping the washing machine.
Oh my gosh. When they did their little Star Wars episodes.
Oh, the Star Wars episodes were funny. Yo. Yeah,
Robot Chicken needs to come back. I think Robot Chicken would do very, very well, especially.
I think it's still going.
Wasn't Robot Chicken made by was it Seth Green?
Seth Green, the voice of Chris from Family Guy.
Yep. Good stuff.
It's weird to think that a lot of famous people voice people in Family Guy. Like, what's her name? The Russian girl from that 70s show.
Mia Kunis.
Mila Kunis is the voice of Meg.
Yeah. Always the L's not silent. I thought it was Mia Kunis.
Is it? I don't know her name.
Dude, she had a Vine or Twitch, Twitter or something about people
Ashton
pronouncing
Kutcher's
her
wife.
name.
No, I'm just gonna call her Ashton Kutcher's wife because I can't remember her name.
We're gonna get a
nasty
gram from her, which at that point then I will think we've made it.
Oh, fuck it, man! I want to be canceled by her. Like, they don't know how to say my name. Good, free publicity.
Give us a career to destroy.
Yeah. So, yeah. Again, we've been canceled already. By that time, it's like, who cares?
Yeah. So,
can you really cancel a podcast?
Yeah, you can.
Really? I've heard some pretty vulgar, like, crazy podcasts.
Not for no, there've been some cancellations of some podcasts, but they do end up coming back.
Yeah, I feel like it's harder.
But they lose. It's the sponsorships they lose.
Yeah, that's
okay. That makes sense.
And again, if we're sponsored by like Bad Dragon or some cannabis companies, they really don't give a shit.
Yeah. Well, I guess,
Adam and Eve.
I'd like to retire.
I guess he wants to retire early.
Like now.
You like to retire? Yeah. Sponsor us. Give us that sex money.
Oh gosh. All right. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. All right. So we got pretty much two main topics today. And one of them being E3 and their decision to take it digital. And I don't think that comes as a surprise to anyone because, well, COVID is still very much a real thing. It's actually new strands popping up. So, at the time E3 would have happened, that's when they're predicting spikes, because as the warm weather comes around, everybody starts losing their minds. Everybody starts wanting to travel again and pretend that COVID is taking a break, a vacation for whatever reason. So E3 decided to go digital and free of charge for their entire convention. Now, personally, no surprise to me at two of the companies that are deciding to sit it out, EA and Activision. And the third one, Sony, kind of surprises me. But at the same time, as much as I like Sony, they're not saints either. So I'm with EA. The reason I say I'm not surprised is because we all know EA is money hungry. And with the ticket sales that E3 was originally bringing in, everybody who participated, that was somebody, got a cut of that pie. So that was a lot of money going around. So with E3 and, whoever's, running it saying, hey, we're just going to make it free for everyone. Not only did they open it up to literally everyone, there's no revenue return for it. A risky move from a business standpoint, but I do say, you know, it's good that they're not charging people for access to just view demos and trailers, because, you know, when you're already watching it from home, that's all you get. You don't get to have an interaction with all the booths and everything that people who physically go to E3 would have. That's really what they're paying for, is that.
Well, hasn't E3 been dying for a long ass time though?
I don't think it's like dying.
What was it? Since like 2018 when PlayStation pulled out and did their own event.
Yeah.
And Xbox.
Yeah, look, I think those
E3 is dying out.
Everybody has their own con now.
They proved it though. They did. They tested and they proved. You'd rather have your own event than play along with like this bullshit event. E3 was cool when like we had to be there and we didn't really have YouTube, or they didn't have no way of like sending the information out themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Now that they figured it out, it's like Sony can have the Sony event. EA can be like EA Access event. Learn all about the new games that EA is creating.
Though, and you know, just call EA out that they're just upset they're not making any money. We know EA is all about paying for digital. And you're like, wait, you're giving something digital for free? Nah, bro, we're out.
We're out.
Count us out.
The booths were their version of microtransactions.
Pretty much. And that's a question I did want to pose to you guys. Like, do you think that this is a end of an era for E3? And it's not even 30 years old.
No, it's end. The way technology advanced and the way we can consume information, only a certain amount of people would love to go out and see everything. But in reality, you just wait for the trailers and the info to drop on YouTube the next morning.
And you know, and that's the thing I feel here, and this is going to probably, you know, upset some people, but once again, this is where we've kind of become our own worst enemy in that regard. E3, like you said, was our one-stop shop for all the information in one place, because back before everyone had a $10 million cell phone and could upload stuff on the internet within 5 seconds, the fastest way to get that information was when those companies, when E3 put it out. That was it. There was no one who could beat them to it. But now in 2021, you get anyone with a cell phone and a little know-how, and they can have stuff uploaded on their YouTube channel within 5 seconds of having it hit record, upload it, and then, you know, people who are scouring YouTube see all this videos and stuff. And it's true, because, you know, like when IGN or PlayStation or whatever, they put up a video, oh, look at this trailer of so-and-so. I'm like, this random guy, this, you know, random nobody had this video up like 4 months ago. Why did it take you like 4 months to upload this video? So because so many people have done that, and I'm just going to call a spade here. A lot of people do that because they're trying to boost their own personal channels. They have indirectly crumbled something that was used to be a critical vein in the gaming community, such as E3, because now they're making it irrelevant in their own personal gain growth. And like I said, I'm not trying to bash anyone. It's not like they went out there knowingly saying, oh, I'm going to destroy E3. Ha ha ha. Like nobody probably even thought of that.
What if they did?
Well,
in that exact tone.
The other thing you got to think about is how many people really go to E3.
A lot of people with money.
Yeah, how many people is that? Like what, 300,000 people go to E3?
That was a lot of people.
Maybe even less, 10,000.
I mean, they fill out. They sell out.
They always sell out. I mean, Comic-Con.
Okay, yeah. How many people is that?
You have to look at.
Give me a number.
Hold on.
If it's less than 1 million, they're done.
You can't put 1 million people ever in any stadium. What's wrong with you?
Exactly. There you go. How many people are watching at home on YouTube? More than 1 million.
They're probably basing it off of, let's see. Well, even if you can't fit that many, the prices alone were making more than enough money. And if we're being completely honest, that's what it really comes down to. I think a basic gamer badge ticket went for $165. Then there's the premium badge that costs nearly $1,000. So you multiply that by what we'll say, like most people going are reporters. You're pretty much super dedicated gamers. Other business entities. I mean, everyone looks like they're casual, but you got to think there's a lot of heavy hitters that are going to this event, where $1,000 for them is probably nothing. their businesses are paying for it. So
they'll make their money off advertisements anyways when they stream it on all these different platforms.
Yeah. So
it's like anything. If you don't want commercials, you just subscribe and pay to not have commercials. But they'll make something off ads.
Yeah. And the other thing that if E3 is already coming to its end, like its life is over, this does not bode well for other major conventions that are facing the new COVID lifestyle, because another big one is another two big ones, TwitchCon and Comic-Con. Those are
Comic-Con I understand, but TwitchCon, fuck Twitch. But anyway, I get Comic-Con. Comic-Con, you want to go there. It's a spectacle. It really is a spectacle for the common nerd. Mm-hmm. Common geek, the common person that reads comics, likes these comic book characters, like anything comic related. You want to go there because not only do you find like rare comics you want to buy, you find collectibles, you meet people cosplaying as your favorite hero and you want to take a picture with them. So that makes sense. You can't do that at E3 because it's such a small event compared to Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And Comic-Con is more worth what is it, like $200 a ticket, $300?
If you are not including travel, you can get a Comic-Con ticket for like $100.
Yeah, it just depends on what you want out of it. You can actually pay for like half days, full days.
Yeah,
there you go. Weekends, so you already know what you're getting, stuff. How long you're going to be there.
Right.
It's so the amount of people going in and the amount of people coming out, you're going to get a lot more people coming in than fucking E3, because E3 has a limit.
This is
Comic-Con. Yeah, you can get, double, triple the amount of people. Plus, you're having people take pictures, meeting their favorite actors or actresses and these stands and learning about new movies coming up. And even if the trailer drops in there, they release it like the same day at YouTube because they don't care. This is a spectacle for the people coming in. E3 did that for a while and it worked, but now that it's like gaming is such an internet thing as well, that you can just release a trailer online, like PlayStation released a trailer, have more people watch it than people watching it at E3, and get even better feedback. Granted, a lot of people are going to be trolls, but you'll get more better feedback. Like, this game looks cool. I'm just hoping this and this, and then the developers are like, okay, they're expecting a little bit of online. Let's add that shit right down.
I will say though, with E3, that no one else is doing, and a lot of people probably aren't realizing it's going to go away, is that actual interaction with developers. And that was one thing E3 offered, was like that interaction with developers. Because for me, someone who's watched E3 over the years, it was more than just the hype. It was that that chance to actually see the developers as people. They come out, they're demoing their game. Sometimes the game worked, sometimes the game didn't. But it was that chance to see them, in a sense, face to face. With if E3 fades out,
and have them lie to our face.
well, yeah, have them like.
Here is No Man's Sky, where you could travel the universe with friends.
But now they can hide behind the walls of the internet and fade in obscurity. Exactly. There won't be any accountability. That's another thing we're going to lose, because when Blizzard came out, and I think this is why Activision bailed out, because that sour taste was still left. When they came out with the Diablo mobile, and that literal fan was like, "This is an April Fool's joke, right?" Like, we had that accessibility to call them out on the spot. Now
we can still call them out, though.
Yeah, but behind what? Digital walls? That's not going to do anything.
Well, you can call anyone out all you want. But if
that's not going to do anything.
They don't care.
Yeah.
The amount of times I see fucking cancel this and on any platform, it's free publicity for them. And at the same time, I already know whatever million people start boycotting this, they're not going to play it. But you got the free publicity there.
Yeah.
So saying that it doesn't weigh value, there's a lot of people looking into this. And then there's probably like 2 million that see it and go, maybe I shouldn't play this game, or I shouldn't watch this movie, or I shouldn't support this company.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that fucking Modern Warfare is still broken? There's some people on Xbox that can't play any maps.
Are we talking the new Modern
Warfare? Like certain maps. The new Modern Warfare.
And they've already moved on to to the Black Ops.
Yeah, but the new Modern Warfare, the new update they released to make the game file size smaller, broke it to the point where some people can't play on certain maps because they'll get a dev error.
Wow. Give us a game that takes up all the hard drive, then try to reduce that hard drive and break the game.
It's completely fucking stupid. And
say what you want about Blizzard. Anyone can say whatever they want about Blizzard. They don't fuck up like this. They don't have these issues.
That we know of on the surface.
That we know
of. Pretty sure Overwatch 2 is going to crash and burn more than the Hindenburg did.
No. It's Overwatch 2
too much hype behind that, and if they fuck up the slightest, it's Hindenburg Type 2.
Well, they're not changing the PvP like competitive aspect of it.
They don't have to change anything.
They're just adding the storyline and gameplay to it.
Yeah, and that can fuck it up.
It might mess up like on that side, but it won't mess up
even that little fuck up can cause a big thing. It doesn't matter. You fucked up on something you promised us. It's a big thing.
For once, I have to wholeheartedly agree with Yuli, because what has the gaming community shown in the past? You're going to have that group of people that
keep your promises.
Change, and you got the group of people there, if they change, like he said, if they change anything or they deviate at all from anything they've said they're going to deliver, the gaming community is going to eat them alive. And I will tell you one thing. There are some people in that community that their whole purpose is to be a naysayer troll. They thrive off of it. And they're just waiting in the wings for a game like that to come out, just so they can be like, oh, that shadow render, pixelated. You didn't deliver on your promise of perfect graphics.
Shadow render.
What's up with this ray tracing?
the new Outriders.
Don't get me started on fucking
apparently
ray tracing.
some people think can't fucking play the game. They can't log into the servers.
For what?
Outriders.
Yeah, I heard about that, and I have the game.
Yeah, the game completely fucked up. And I'm like, who made the game? Square Enix? You should have already known an online game made by Square Enix is going to crash and burn. They need to
stick with their story mode games.
Really. They can't do online games.
Square Enix has such a loyal fan base, just like Bethesda, just like Blizzard, where the fans will, to an extent outside of, articles.
Turn a blind eye.
Yeah, but they'll look away. And prime example is, look how many years it took for Square Enix to figure out how online games work when they came out with Final Fantasy 11.
It's still broken.
But they were just like, hey, we're just gonna put that to the side and look at this.
Everything's broken.
14, and then it was still messed up. Then
how hard is it to find servers? How hard is it to rent out a warehouse, put in some servers for people to connect to a game? How cheap are you? Is that how little faith you have in your games, that you know that you're not going to need to rent out a server area for your games?
I think what it comes down to is they have the money to get these warehouses. They have the money to get the servers. The thing is, servers and warehouses are one-time payments. It comes down to how willing are they to pay the employees to maintain those servers over an extended
How well do you want your games to be known and more people to buy it? Because if Outriders worked, I would have bought it. Now that I know it's a broken ass piece of shit game, I'm never even gonna look at it in another way.
And I made a freaking mistake because I was like, I like the demo, I'll get the game, and then I bought the game.
Itachi's one of the few people I know that doesn't pre-order a game.
I don't. I wait till it comes out, and then I'm like.
And this is what happens. He finally pre-orders a game, and it fucking bites him in the ass.
I'm very upset. I haven't even touched it. I'm like,
I said the same thing about Anthem. I even looked at Anthem. I'm like, this game's gonna fucking crash and burn. I told my friends, like, dog, don't buy that game. I'm not gonna buy it. They bought it. They made me buy it, and I'm like,
I made that mistake.
Fuck this game.
I was thinking because it came out when Destiny was still popular.
Oh, hey, here's a Iron Man style game with the same guns and everything. Yeah. No guns look different. Nothing. You could create different armor though. Yeah, but I have to pay fucking cash for in-game credits to fucking buy this armor.
And anyone who's holding on to hope, and anyone who's out there with a little bit of naivety.
Don't hold on to hope
that the game is going to get fixed. They're like, oh, they're going to fix it. They're going to fix it. No, they've already said they're abandoning it.
If it's not fixed by now, it's not going to be fixed ever. You fucked up. Yeah. They rather focus on Mass Effect remastered edition or whatever the fuck.
There's going to be people in like 15, 20 years in therapy with abandonment issues because of these companies.
You know what? We joke about it now. Issues. We joke about it now, but in the future, because of the way how everyone consumes games, movies, and stuff, and technology pretty much taking over, there's literally going to be a like
they'll be in therapy like I trusted them.
Yeah, there's gonna be
and 7 times in a row they just broke my heart. and then they just left us out to dry.
It's like
and then they took the servers down.
What, you stuck around for 7?
For 7 years.
Then there's gonna be a competition. You gave 7. They broke my heart 15 times.
Yeah. Look, we've all faced a game we pre-ordered that we thought was gonna be great, and it completely was trash. Mine was No Man's Sky. I bought into that game.
Now here's the thing.
I'm like, yeah, I did the same. I've been there.
No Man's Sky has set an invisible standard because of their fuck up, and then and the bigger developers are following suit. So with No Man's Sky came out. It was a completely different game than what was promised, and due to the fan backlash and pretty much probably everyone fearing for their lives, they started working on the game to fix it, to make it the amazing game it is now. However, that game came out.
It's still not an amazing game, but it's definitely better.
Yeah, the game came out in 2016?
2016-ish. I was still in culinary school. I remember that.
Yeah. We're now in 2021 and the game is finally what it was promised back in
with the VR mode.
With the VR mode back when it was first announced in the early 2010s. We're finally there in 2021. Now the standard I'm talking about that Hello Games has created, that bigger developers are following, and we are nonchalantly letting it happen, is release the game far below what we promised. So now we've set this higher bar. What we'll do is we'll set this super high bar, right? But we'll give you the skeleton of a game and you pay us to get you there. Now, Hello Games couldn't do that because they already had all this funding. So everyone was like, you already got the money. So we know you can make the game. We don't know. We know the developers are already paid, but we don't know exactly how much is being invested into that game. So we can't come at them like, well, we already know you got the money because, well, they haven't sold the game yet, so we don't know squat. But they can say, here's what we want to do. We're going to tell you it's what we're going to do, but it's what we hope to do. We're going to give you this. You're going to hate us. We know you're going to hate us. But if we start releasing free patches, one new map, drop a DLC for $40, you pay us to get to eventually what we promised. And if the backlash is too fierce and you don't want to pay us, we're just going to say, you know what? We're going to focus on our next project. We really were hoping that we could fix this, but yeah, we're not. And pretty much that's what happened with Anthem, because at first they were like, well, we can get it here, but here's what we need to get there. And everyone was like, nah, screw that. Fix the game. And then EA, being EA, was like, oh, you're not going to pay us. Fuck you. We're just going to move on to the next project. Have a nice day.
They'll start releasing all right, you can have the whole game with ads popping up while you're playing, or you can spend another $10 and play the game on PC. If a game
starts doing that, if a game starts putting ads in the middle of the game, how fast do you think people will drop the game?
For the first, I would say that would fail for the first 5 years that they started doing that.
No, it will fail forever.
I don't think it would fail forever, because the only reason I don't think it'll fail forever is they would slowly start grooming people to accept it.
Sus.
It was just super sus.
Fuck that.
See, that won't work on us and anyone before us. So they would start slowly grooming our offspring for that to be the norm. And they would start with probably demos. They would start with, since everyone downloads games, they would start probably with like, while you're trying to download your game, here's an ad. Before you can even get to the download screen. So they can't do that in our lifetimes, but we know these companies are patient. So they'll be like, all right, let's wait till these guys get old.
How bad would it be if like they start doing that ad thing and someone starts looking at the rifle and finding the location of these game companies?
Oh, God.
It's gonna happen.
Oh my God.
It's gonna happen.
Bro.
They're gonna be like, that rifle looks very
Wait, didn't
useful
something
right
like
now.
that happen already though?
No, it happened with the reporters when they reported that picture of Osama. Or not Osama, of what the fuck is their religion? Messiah? Fuck. Their version of Jesus? Muhammad.
Okay. I was like, go on. You're almost there.
So they released a picture of Muhammad, and apparently to the religion or these zealot people,
yeah, I remember that shit.
You can't release a picture of, So they decided to attack the fucking company direct.
I'm telling you.
You gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful what you say and do these days.
For real.
There's always a crazy watching you.
But you know, we joke about it, but Yuli brings up a probably futuristic dark point. Like these right now, and you know, I say developers, but it's not always the developers. Sometimes the developers, they have their hands tied by the companies behind them, the investors. And they just keep pushing the envelope, and then they want to jump ship when it literally snaps back in their face, and then point fingers.
They want to jump ship, but they don't realize that as soon as they jump, there's going to be sharks in the water.
And this is
and there's going to be me throwing chum in that water, being like, I'm getting them ready for you. You're abandoning ship.
Yuli's the guy that sees the fire, and he's like, you know what? Let's throw some logs in there.
It's not burning bright enough. Let's add some gas.
He's on Reddit like, hey, you know what?
I see the EA building, like there's a small fire in their office, and I'm like, let me go buy some vodka real quick and just...
You look like you need some more alcohol to your fire. Let me help you out there. But yeah, I think times are crazy right now. EA probably on its last legs. The gaming industry is definitely seeing a shift. I'm starting to think more and more. Right now, we're in a very big gaming bubble.
Hold up. You know what I feel sorry for is the sports fans who buy these like Madden, NBA, 2K games, whatever, and they just end up spending like $500, $600 on these packs to get the player they want. Like, how do you not see that they're ripping you off? I know you're a big fan. You support the game.
Non-gambling system.
Yeah, it's like...
I can't get into sports games, man. Like, I like sports, like, personally. Like, I'm really big... I love college football. But sports games, to me, just like... They're the same thing every year, plus or minus some players, and I just don't
exactly.
It just doesn't catch my attention.
Bro,
to spend that much money
last year's model, the grass didn't move. Okay, this year the grass moves.
Did you guys see that on Madden 2021? They used the same like texture files from Madden 20 and 19, and you can see on the training field if you look away that the same like the Madden 20 banners and the 19 banners are there.
Try to change it.
Like, bro, what? God, can you be less of a fucking ripoff? But like, they don't understand that. Right? Yeah, they don't. I feel bad. It's like, dude, you just spent $500 on trying to get one player. What are you gonna do with the others?
Can't sell them.
Can't sell them.
This isn't
unless they make them NFTs. Then that'd be something. Imagine like these players on these sports teams become NFTs, like tradable actual characters you could trade either in game or with other people.
Then you got to watch out for trolls. There'll always be
trolls and all that. You got to be careful. You also, but that's on you.
Yeah.
This guy says he has 2 LeBron James gold cards.
So wait, you want to add a gamble feature with a gambling feature?
I don't want to gamble it. Fuck you. Add the gamble. You're fucking jump roping the line. Might as well cross it.
Games are.
I jump rope the line all the time, and then I'll cross it.
Yeah. A lot of companies are already in hot water right now.
Yeah, fuck them.
trying to stay
they don't want to be gambling, but they're
gray
gambling.
line of gambling in game.
Yeah,
microtransactions.
Yeah, fuck being on that gray line. Might as well jump the shark. Jump the fucking.
I forget how they got their lawyers phrasing it, where it's like not gambling. It's I forget how they got it all worked out, so they didn't have to pay for it and some bullshit.
I'm sorry. Well, here, California, my friend. Sorry, this isn't a stock. It's a brace for my pistol to hold the 60-round mag mid-building shoot. I mean,
wow,
for protecting against a deer hunt.
Yeah. It's all about wording. It's all about
wording. You just gotta be careful, but yeah, fuck these companies and all that bullshit.
And yeah, I just want to say for everyone who's like, whenever I say the word gaming and people are like, oh, they just think like gaming is so simple. I'm like, this is some real world shit. You guys need to be worried about.
Yo, when you meet a person that never played a game, and I like to introduce them to the Walking Dead Telltale series, the first season.
Oh.
And be like, yeah. After they finish it, they start crying. I'm like, yeah, it's okay.
Video games.
Video games.
Welcome.
Yeah. It's just a bunch of pixels and dots in a game now, huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fuck out of you, your bullshit.
But yeah, and
God, I'm gonna get us canceled one of these days.
Not if we get that Bad Dragon sponsorship though.
No, Bad Dragon sponsor us.
But yeah, so the second, our second topic of the, oh god, our second topic of the show, not as deep. I mean, it could become complicated. Jimmy Fallon teaming up with some content creator, and
is that really a topic?
Yeah.
Why? What is that a topic?
So
Let them do what
I have
they
a
want
question.
to do.
I have a question about it. And your reaction is exactly why I wanted to address it, because my overall question like now is like, why? And because he's not the first to do it, I'm starting to feel like some entities are trying to piggyback off of the fame gaming has given some content creators, and I feel like they're trying to draw from that community to their stages, because
of course, but let them do that. Like, it's fuck it. I know who you're talking about, Corpse Husband and some other like content creators, but look, Corpse Husband has a bunch of fucking followers. How many of those actually know who the fuck Jimmy Fallon is? Has watched anything of his show? Exactly. So that's good for them, and I hope Corpse Husband is getting a good paycheck.
That's what I was going to say. Do you think they're getting paychecks for this?
They better fucking get paychecks, because if they don't, that's bullshit. They shouldn't have signed up for that, but they did. So I'm hoping it's a good paycheck. And what else? Who gives a fuck?
I agree with Yuli. I do. Like, it's just that at the back of my mind, I still feel like I remember back 5 or 6 years ago when online streaming really started to like kind of blow up, and these talk shows were making fun of it. And I don't remember who it was. I don't remember which talk show it was. And don't get me wrong, like all these guys, like I love watching them a lot. I love watching their shows.
They're eating their own fucking words, having them on now.
Yeah, I just remember. I don't remember who said this, but I remember the words. So you're watching a guy play a game that you play on your screen for free. Mm-hmm. I remember that. They were kind of like mocking.
Well, at the same time, it's like you're watching a guy make jokes on stage that aren't funny, but you're paying for it.
But this comes down to something that we've touched on before, on like how the standard of what society deems acceptable changes. And it'll change so suddenly, because now you have those people who were cracking jokes at gamers now all of a sudden want to be buddy with the, because here's what's
money
happening.
Talks.
And exactly, money talks.
Money talks. Hey, Jimmy Fallon, if you want me online, money talks. You want our followers, money talks. You know, and we're not gonna play a game. You're gonna be sucking my dick.
And I do not.
He is alone on that one.
Oh, I like Jimmy Fallon. What are you doing? God damn it!
I like Jimmy Fallon too. I actually enjoy his content. I'm just like.
I just
get it,
clear,
but make sure you pay these content creators.
We're not.
I don't hate on these talk shows. I just hope that the people they bring in, like these other content creators, these gamers, are getting paid for showing up and playing the game with them. because here's the thing. They're not as popular as these content creators. Jimmy Fallon is not as popular as Corpse Husband.
That's where I'm going.
Corpse Husband better get a fucking paycheck for this.
And and this is what I'm saying, because especially within pretty much what our second year of dealing with, or pretty much our second year of dealing with COVID, technically, when they are making their shows, they're trying to gauge what is going to draw viewers in, and they're comparing themselves with competitors. And now a lot of these television shows are looking at where the viewers are going, and they're on Twitch, they're on YouTube, and they're like, okay, well, what are they watching? And they're watching gamers, and they're like, now a lot of them are like literally eating their words, because it's like their viewership is dropping, while this content creator who 2 years ago nobody knew, now all of a sudden is a Twitch partner, getting sponsorships by Red Bull, blah 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 blah, is rising in stardom, has 3 times the audience size of this person who's a television host of 10 plus years. Now they're like, they're trying to be in, they're trying to be hip. And it personally, I'm not attacking any specific talk show host. I'm just
hold up. I love it when Jimmy Fallon does like shit with celebrities, like 2 Truths and 1 Lie.
Yeah, all those little simple bullshit. The skits he does are now. If there was someone I would have liked to have done it
mean
sooner,
tweets,
it would have been Jimmy Fallon, because I feel like he's being genuine about it. But some of the other hosts I've seen that have done it, it kind of rubs me the wrong way, because I'm like,
what? Conan has done it for a long ass time. Conan's been reviewing games like the 4th season of his show on TBS.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah. When you mentioned Conan, yeah, he did it all.
Hey, Conan talks so much shit about gamers, but he loves playing more.
Yeah,
because he just loves killing, and he's always like, "How do I see your boobs?"
Conan's hands down the funniest talk show host.
Exactly,
fucking hilarious.
But I think you guys know like what I'm specifically talking about, like those who they were out of their element, but they were just doing it to get themselves in front of the game.
You know what though? I would love to see Larry Keane play Mortal Kombat.
What?
Just imagine Larry Keane playing Mortal Kombat. How fucking entertaining would that be?
We missed out.
Wow, yeah. That. I got no words. I have no words for that. I don't even have. I don't. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's a serious amount of piggyback happening that's just kind of like, weren't all you mainstream medias insulting gamers and telling the parents, oh, it's gonna rot your kid's brain.
Okay.
Instills violence.
Here's the thing. Everybody's a hypocrite. Everybody has a little bit of hypocrisy in them. We're a bit of hypocrites too. We'll say something and be like, oh wait, yeah, you know what? They were right. I should have followed along with this or something like that. Everybody's a little bit of hypocrite. We follow where the money is, you never know. You might actually enjoy it or not. So Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, Conan, all them may have talked shit about games, but they're into the gaming world now. Hey, you were hypocrites? Welcome. Have fun. Play some Mortal Kombat. Play Leisure Suit Larry. Go play a fucking porn game or something. Have fun. That's what I know. That's what you guys want to play. Hold up. You mean to tell me fucking Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel will not play?
Stop him! Stop him now!
Oh, imagine them playing VR games.
Oh no!
Can we stop?
Imagine Conan playing a VR game, and it's like, oh hey, I'm talking to this lady. Now how do I undress her?
Oh my god!
Wow!
You know he would say that.
Oh, you know what? What bail?
I'm not bailing. I'm not. I don't pull out.
Don't.
I don't pull out.
I will put the fight.
Itachi. I don't pull out.
Oh my god. All right, we'll move on to our last segment. Something a little bit cleaner until Yuli gets his hands on it.
Oh, he's gonna ruin it too.
He's gonna ruin it. So we don't have.
I don't even know what it is.
So I can't play that wonderful Kara's Corner weird sound.
Play Kara's Corner. Play it. In honor of Kara.
All right, in honor of Kara, let's play the terrible soundbite I made. Kara's Corner of Weird. God, I gotta change that.
That was so gay.
I gotta change that.
It was just so gay.
He wanted to play it just so he could tear into it. So here's the thing. When I made that, I had just gotten the Rodecaster and I was just experimenting with all the features.
He likes to experiment, doesn't he? It's kind of like with that shaft angle.
Oh, I know, right?
I will spam this fucking button, damn it. I will spam
Itachi, you know, if you actually pull the emergency meeting button, we vote you.
Every freaking time. Every freaking time. This is the only time I can use this button and not be sent off into space.
Yo, you remember that? I still remember this. That one time we ran to do lights and then you came from another side. I'm like,
oh, but you got lucky. You got lucky. And he was like, he wasn't wrong. And it was pissing me off because he wasn't wrong. But what he accused me of, I had not done. He was like, I saw you vent, but I hadn't. I was actually trying to fix the power, but because of the direction I came from on his screen, there was a vent there and he was like, I saw you vent. And I was the imposter, but I was literally innocent of what I had been accused of.
You know what I want to attach to this video on YouTube is the I don't know where it is. I know for a fact it's at least on your Twitch because it's a clip I saved when all of us were in the same room together, several of us, and I was like, "Hey, Itachi," and you turned around, you're like, "What?" And I just shot you point blank in front of everybody.
And when I did the whisper, I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go punch Warner in the face." And Yuli was like, "Yeah, go punch him in the face." And then Warner turns around and shoots me in the face with like 5 people in the room. Like, I don't care.
Worth it.
Oh my gosh. At the time, Yuli and I were running around just yelling 6 feet, 6 feet because we were both the imposters.
Killing everyone along
6 feet.
6 feet.
6 feet.
Oh my god. Anytime I'm in a game, I always fuck around and just have a good time. Like, I don't care about winning or losing. I'm just there to create content for the rest of everybody.
Yeah. Among us. Good times. Real test of friendships.
All right, so what was this new fucking segment?
Well, it's not even it's not even a new segment.
What was this new one?
Oh, so for those who don't know, who probably are active in Discord, if you don't have announcements sent to your mod channels, Discord has dropped a new channel type called Stage, which is basically Clubhouse for Discord. So if anyone's ever anyone who uses the Clubhouse app, you know what it is, you know how it operates. Stage is pretty much the same thing. For anyone who has no idea what the hell I'm talking about, Stage allows you to open up a channel that...
How many of you here actually have a Discord? As our viewers, please comment down below. How many of you actually use Discord and have one?
Yeah, actually, I would like to know. Yeah, I would love to know how many of you guys actually use Discord. How many of you guys actually know what Discord is? And how many of you actually use Discord that know what Discord is? I think that Stage is an awesome feature, and to explain what it is, it's basically an audio only channel where whoever the host is, they come in and they're the speaker. There's no video, and your listeners can come in and just listen to the conversation. So for example, if we were doing a live version of this podcast, we would all be on stage as the speakers, and then you guys could just come in and listen. And if you had a question, you can raise your hand and we invite you on stage, like teachers, and you can, talk. And then if you try to troll, Yuli can just send you back into the audience.
If you try to troll, Yuli trolls you back.
And then sends you back to the audience.
And then,
yeah. So just know, you might think you control, but Yuli trolls.
Oh my God.
So, but I think it's an awesome feature. And it's definitely, an interesting use. If you guys listen to our special mental health episode that we did last Friday, we actually used Stage. It works really well. It also doesn't have that limit of like 4 to 5 to like 99 people in a standard chat room where people can just come in and then, you know, they're just everyone comes in muted. So you don't have to worry about going through and having to mute people, which is a nice feature.
A heckler.
Yeah. And then it can have like 1,000 people listening.
Then I'm the heckler. Show your dick.
I have to send Yuli into the audience for like a good minute. But I think it's an amazing feature, and I do strongly think Twitch. Well, actually no, because it's going to lead to Twitch. I do think Discord is trying to compete with Twitch, and not just Twitch, but like
very subtly.
Very subtly.
They didn't even release a beta. They're just like, hey,
the beta was secret.
No, they probably the beta was secret. I think they're trying to have like how do you call it? Like an add-on to Twitch, like an extra avenue to better connect with your fans.
I mean, if that's the case, cool. I think,
you know, if you want to better connect with Itachi, onlyfans.com/Project Itachi.
Whatever you see there, it's not me. So I wouldn't search because I don't know what that's going to bring up.
Exactly what the guy with an OnlyFans would say.
Damn, that's a very valid point. Search at your own risk. But you know, when you bring up that point, Yuli, it's a good point, especially with those people who have like major followings, but they want to be interactive with their community, but they don't want to hop into a chat room of a bunch of like screaming 12-year-olds just because, you know, I get to be in this voice chat. So
you know, if they listen to us and follow us, they're not 12-year-olds.
I'm sure there's a few.
You know what? I'm actually glad you said. There's this one thing I got to say, and I realized this after I was playing some VR. If you're a parent, please, for the life and the sanity of some of us adults out here, just because your kid asked for it doesn't mean you have to. The Oculus is not a babysitter, okay? Just want to say that.
It's an expensive babysitter.
Because some games I hop in and I'm like, I have to double check the rating. I'm like, hold on, what is the rating on this game? If it's E for everyone, that's on me. Because it's E for everyone. But if I'm on here and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that this is T to M, I'm hoping to gosh that you're using a voice changer. Pretty sure you're not, though. I'm like,
and that's when you call a little kid. That's when you introduce the little kid to shit talking. Look, you're joining an adult game. Your parents agreed to let you play this game, and if they give you a headset, that's their fucking fault. I'm not gonna censor myself just for the sake of your little fucking brat. It is your job to take care of your fucking kid. And if you wanted 10 minutes apiece and let them play this fucking game, I will call them a failed abortion.
Ladies and gentlemen, Yuli.
You know,
look, shit talking is fun as fuck. And look, I expect other people to shit talk just as bad as I shit talk. Like, I like that come and go shit talk. It's fun. It's a good time. Because at the end of the day, I'm never going to meet this person. Oh, there's been times where I'm smiling my way. Exactly.
Or crying.
And I'm like, this person really did throw his controller. It's a game, dog. We're just shit talking.
No, for me, when it gets too much, I just mute everyone. Like, those are usually options, but then there's like times where I could miss out on playing with cool people because it doesn't just like let me selectively mute. It's like mute everyone or no one, and I'm like, great.
Yeah, there's some games do that, and it's fucking annoying.
Yeah, I'm like, great. I either have to deal with this squeaker or play this game in peace and have my team mad at me because they can't communicate with me. But all I'm asking,
you know what? I have a fun story to really tie in how I am with Itachi. Our first game of COD we played together. We played a hardcore match. I shot Itachi And Itachi's like, Yuli. And I said, I'm sorry. I saw a black man coming at me. I had to pull the trigger.
Oh my God. This just in. Yuli's an asshole.
I said that live on his Twitch. And I'm like, this is a good tester. Cool person. And Itachi laughed.
Yep.
I like this motherfucker already.
A lot of people look. So I
couldn't say that. I'm too white to get away with that. You're just enough Mexican to pull that off with him.
Oh, you know what? I think we did Kara's segment justice. I think she would be proud. She's so proud of us. I'm sure she's super proud of us right now. Kara, are you proud?
Kara's just gonna listen to this. Well, at least it's better than that other moment where I called her something and I didn't know it was like offensive.
I mean, Yuli, there's a whole book of that. we could literally have chapters. Which chapter are you referring to?
I thought, they're people from Jerusalem. What do we call them? Jerusalems?
Oh my God.
I can't even hit the buzzer. I've already used it up for the show.
Tachi doesn't
you have
know
a time limit?
I just don't want to abuse it. But I know that was
just push the goddamn Yuli one.
God damn it, Yuli.
Warner's is done. There's no coming back from that. There's no follow-up to that.
You guys, we're good.
I couldn't make a comment and possibly make it worse.
Everybody.
Coming from the German.
So before we get out of here, I just want to say, everyone, I want to say big thank you to all of our patrons who have been supporting the show. We really appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Make sure you guys also check out the website, thejeezychopshop.com. It is getting some major updates, a lot of new stuff on the website. So make sure you go check it out and also visit our merchandise store. The link for that is also on our website. Some new stuff will be coming out this summer. Actually, we got quite a few things in the works. We've been very, very busy over here.
A lot more reviews coming out on our website, more blog articles and whatnot.
Yep.
Itachi's going to show more Shaft every year.
Nope.
Warner's is going to be Warner's. And give us more medical advice because, hey, yo, Warner's, can I show you a rash?
Okay. Anyway, you guys, as always, have been amazing. Check out some of our previous episodes. Stay safe out there. And we'll catch all you wonderful people on the next episode.
Let's see that rash.
Everybody.